make it cool to be something. We make it cool to be something.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. With LaMarcus Aldridge, he's a player, guys, that you just love to see go to work.
Well, I think Aldridge is one of the most consistent low-post scorers in the NBA. An underrated star, I think, because you can throw him the ball on the block, and he'll create offense for you, but he can also step outside and knock down that jump shot.
Yeah, that jump shot is silky smooth, and he typically likes to operate 17 feet and in, right in the elbow area. He can body up and be physical with anybody. He plays with his back to the basket. The prototypical power forward with his skill set.
And the Wizards on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
This team only had itself on its bandwagon early, but here they are, taking care of business because they had the confidence to know they could get it done.
And I'd like to give a nod to the front office as well. Without the star power that a lot of other teams had coming in, they were able to put together just the right combination, and they made this a very complete team.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kobe, that's good.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Raptors.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Here's Little General, following the score by Damian Lillard. Seraphin down there covering, and Seraphin throws it down. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Now, here's Lillard. A 20-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
Portland with the ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Well, Damian Lillard joins the list of outstanding great point guards out of Oakland, California. You go back to guys like Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, even Brian Shaw, who won titles as a player and coach in LA.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers gave me just a couple of minutes. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. All free throws good from Lillard. And Lillard has some connection to those great players in Oakland. He started high school at Jason Kidd's alma mater, St. Joseph.
Yeah, he also worked on his defense in the summer with Gary Payton. There's a really strong connection with those Oakland players, and Lillard just another in a long line of unbelievable talent coming out of the Bay Area.
Runaway Rookie of the Year winner. He was terrific.
One of the oldest players in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Here is Carter following the bucket by the Wizards. Lillard with it. 7 points in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 9.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And you look at the Little General. Well, getting named to the All-Star team comes with some benefits, and he had a very nice billboard put up of him recently.
And it's really a great way to honor his achievement of being named an All-Star. He's definitely a player on the rise and somebody to keep an eye on.
Yeah, how cool is that? Your very own billboard. I kind of think the 3 of us should be on a billboard somewhere.
Two shots. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City.
Well, they owned the boards at both ends of the floor in that game. I thought that was what won it for them more than anything else.
Well, that was the one area they knew they could exploit in the matchup, and boy, did they ever exploit it.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9, and that is good. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Nene with the screen on Lillard. Into Nene. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Samuel Gallenberg picks one up.
Well, for the Portland Trailblazers, a new training staff hired over from Oklahoma City. They let go of their previous trainer who'd been with the team for 19 seasons. You know, fair or not, I think the seat got hot after all the injuries that were really devastating this team.
And for the Blazers, statistically the most injured team in the NBA, Clark, from 2009 through 2012.
And the new training staff is advanced in not just injury treatment, but injury prevention, and that's key, using strength bands, recording baseline measurements for muscle strength and flexibility, even using Eastern medicine, so they're not leaving any stone unturned.
Here's Nene, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Backing down is Bryant. Fades and shoots, and that one's good.
He's so reliable. You know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. And you look at the little general, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And being at the top of that list, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give them an offensive jolt whenever they've needed one.
And to me, Steve, that's a tremendous asset, almost a necessary requirement for your point guard. I mean, you want a guy that can orchestrate and be a maestro for his teammates first and foremost, but it's a huge bonus when he can put it in the basket himself.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
All free throws good from Little Jimmy.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Carter kicks to Lillard. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Washington. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Heat, 5.5 games behind.
Checking out Washington, of all the surprises the NBA has provided us with this season, they may be the biggest of them all.
I agree, Clark. I mean, coming out of the preseason, it would have been very difficult to make a case for them being one of the NBA's top teams, and yet here we are, and here they are.
The Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys. They really look sharp here, razor sharp, extremely focused.
Carter, the pass to Lillard. Feeds it to Dallenberg. And again, it's Portland converting.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Little General. Another key contributor in that nice win against Oklahoma City. Back to Nene. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Nene's got 6.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Carter outside. Pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Aldridge. Nene on him. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Right here, Kevin, over these last 10 games on the Trailblazers schedule, this is how they stack up compared to the rest of the league. 4th in steals, 5th in free throw percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
The key really to me out of all those numbers, Clark, is the steals, because that's become their identity defensively. They're a real ball-hawking team. They like to get out, put pressure on the offense, force mistakes, and when they do that, they're tough to stop in transition.
And so here's Portland after the basket by Washington. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Lopez. Soft touch off the glass.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Wizards leading by 5.
Last season was the best yet for Robin Lopez. Career highs pretty much across the board for Lopez as he stepped into the starting center role for New Orleans. Sometimes it's just a matter of opportunity before a player gains the confidence to be productive in a starting role.
Now here's Lillard. Nene unable to get his shot to go. Lillard dishes to Batum. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Seraphin.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Here's Little General, defended by Lillard. Back to Kobe. Five to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in. Kobe's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And for Robin Lopez, not the score that his twin brother Brook is, but, he's showing some signs offensively.
Well, he's efficient from the field and from the foul line. And the key for him is to continue to work on his rim protection, his defense in the lane. He's got potential to be very good in there.
Trailblazers trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. Too many empty trips. They need some points.
Lillard attacking, and the shot is good. Lillard's got 11 points.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Nene with the screen on Lillard. Into Nene. No good. Great D that time from Batum. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Lillard. Now the pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Puts it up from 12. Another shot. And that one's good by Aldridge.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Here's Little General. He's got 6. Nene lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Wizards lead back. Temple the pass to Rice. Here's Little General. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's the lob to the hoop. And Nene slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with Craig. Then it's Darrell Wright. Then it's Dallenberg. And it's Lopez in at the power forward position. Here's Craig. Pass to Lillard. Here's Craig. Lets it go with the 3. Nene pulls it in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. Little General in the last game against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He dropped in a staggering amount of points and did his work on the other end as well, sending back a few block shots. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
And Washington has possession. After the miss from Lopez. And slam dunk by Nene.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight.
Hammer time!
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
And, Steve, we've also heard people point out how many minutes he plays, which is large. I mean, even more impressive to me isn't simply that he plays those big minutes, it's that he does it full speed 100% of the time.
Wizards making a switch here. Serafin's checked in.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Here's Little General. He's got 8. Nene with the screen on Lillard. Up, up. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, in their last game, guys, he was dialed in at the line.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it may have been the strongest part of his game that night.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Nice move, Little General. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. And you look at the Little General, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His #1 job is to create looks for his teammates, but as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Another steal. Boom, he jams it straight down. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 10 assists.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Nice off for determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a pass to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Washington leading now by 6. Nene outside. Porter passes to Rice. Here's Little General, defended by Lillard. Lock at 6. Passes it to Rice. Well, good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 6. And Lillard gets to right. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Nene outside. And there's the feed to Porter. Pass to Rice. Dishes to Porter. Wizards passing it around. Here's Little General. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, a great start for last season's Rookie of the Year, Damian Lillard, assuming the mantle of starting point guard for the Blazers and proving himself more than ready for the task. He played with a poise and maturity that you rarely see in young point guards in the NBA.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Taking a look back over the last month, let's see how Washington stacked up in the NBA rankings. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. This is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Portland. Batum comes in for Jarrell Wright. And for Lillard, he came a long way from being a lightly recruited player out of high school and being a star at a small school, Weber State, to the #6 pick in the 2012 draft and a day-1 starter for the Blazers.
But you know, Kevin, he doesn't seem like the guy who's going to be satisfied with just winning Rookie of the Year. He's got more in store. He's got more on his mind, becoming an all-star, becoming a winner, and it's going to be important for him to continue to work on his game and develop.
Well, when we were riding over to Matt McCarty to the arena, you were saying I love his demeanor.
Yeah, and his work ethic, and just the way he carries himself.
Another steal. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Like you talked about a back-and-forth game, this is the definition of it.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Kobe's got the ball.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at San Antonio, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Portland, 8 games out.
You know, for the Trailblazers, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team. This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Batum dishes to Lillard, and that one's good. Lillard's got 25 points in the game.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
And there's the call on the net. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum's checked in for Damian Lillard. Portland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Carter, the pass to McCollum. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares? Quick hands on the steal, quick feet on the break.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on deep.
Little gentle to pass to Kobe. Ariza kicks to Nene. He shoots again. He lays it in. 23 points for Little General.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Freeland's checked in. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Carter kicks to Batum. Carter. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the run. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Carter. And it's 8 points for C.J. McCollum. Here's Little General. An absolute pound from three-point range.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And so we wrap up the first.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it is halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. An excellent game going on at Verizon Center. The Wizards doing well so far. They're on a winning streak, and that momentum's carried right over into this game. Everything is going right for Little General. He is all over the court against Portland. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Little General. He's got 26 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. Riza and Nene make up the 2 forward spots. Little General out there with Cope. And it's Serafin at the front. Like some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Carter sets the pick for Lillard. Taken away by Nene. And here they come. Here's Little General. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun. What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it. His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Carter kicks to Aldridge. Lillard. Rebound by Nene. Nene's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all. Huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
The dish to Kobe. Defended by Batum. Here's Little General. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Lillard gets the screen from Aldridge. Open shot. Batum puts up the baby hook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them, Kevin, because he's just a constant presence and a threat defensively in the paint.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Little General. He has 35. From the low block, Kobe can't hit.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter. Last year, Kobe Bryant became the youngest player ever to get to 30,000 points in an NBA career. What an accomplishment. It just goes to show what a special talent he has been ever since he arrived in this league.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Steve, you talked about Kobe with 30,000 points. He's one of 5 players, certainly in NBA history, to score that many in a career. And Clark, when you think about Kobe in the landscape of the NBA, and all the great players have had, truly amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And part of me wants to think that if he really wanted the all-time scoring crown, he might be able to get there. But for him, as he said, it's all about rings and playing at the highest level.
Trailblazers trail by 16. Carter dishes to Lillard. Lillard, right side. Out to Carter. Fires the three. Rebounded by Seraphin. Seraphin's got 7 rebounds in the game. He feeds it to Ariza. Great D that time from Batum.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Carter up top, guarded by Kobe. And it's Carter missing.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Aldridge against Nene. Dallenberg. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Dallenberg's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Here's Little General. He's got 39. Throws it up high and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. And you look at the Little General, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And all those swipes have come for him because of the endless energy he devotes defensively. And whoever he's guarding, he just stays so close to him on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's the guy, if you're an opposing point guard, that you dread having to go up against. I mean, you don't want to see this guy because, like you said, he's going to be all over you. Like bees on a pop can at a picnic. That's how much he hovers around you.
You got away with words, my friend.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Kobe with the steal. And they're running. Dallenberg grabs the board. Dallenberg's got 6 rebounds in the game. Carter, the pass to Batum. Lillard. He dishes it to Dallenberg. Shot no good. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. 14 feet away. And the shot's good from Nene. Nene's got 20.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
And Kobe throws it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
And Little General gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aldridge kicks to Lillard. Hooked away. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Little General. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's rebounded by Maynard.
Wow, perfect opportunity to finish the break, and he blows it.
Steve, you have to be able to finish off plays like that. It's a must.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
Portland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Batum. They need this one. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Little General, defended by Lillard. The pass to Little General. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Feeds it to Maynard. Nice ball movement by Washington. And the shot is good. Porter's got his first points of the night. And for Portland, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. But two dishes to Lillard. He passes to Aldridge. That misses off the backboard.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Little General. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
Well, he had a lot of success at the free throw line in their last game.
He really did. He didn't waste any of those chances when he got them.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Robin Lopez has checked in for Dallenberg.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Kicks to right from downtown. Second shot opportunity. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got his second bucket tonight.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Harrington the screen. Little General the pass to Harrington. Pass to Little General. And another miss by Washington.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Watson kicks to Lopez. Robinson takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Robinson's got 8.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done. You think about guys who are purely about catch and shoot, and that's Darrell Wright. He's got two things on his mind when he catches the ball. He's either going to shoot it or pump fake it, but he's really good at both, so you have to honor him.
Harrington, the pass to Little General. Good. Little General's got 43 points.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Now Watson. Pass to Crabbe. Shot clock at 6. Jumper off the screen. A reverse. Rejected by Harrington. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
The past few weeks, let's see how Washington stacks up. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Robinson drives in, and the layup is good. Robinson's got 10 points. And as Darrell Wright's career has continued, Clark has become more and more of a three-point specialist.
I'd call him an Allen wrench because that's really what he does is shoot the three. Not nearly as effective scoring off the dribble, but at 6'9", he's able to shoot over most defenders. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
A different look now for Portland. Joel Freeland comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Carter in for Crabbe. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Robinson dishes to Carter.
They're going a little bit cold from the outside right now, trying to cut into this deficit. So when that happens, you still got to take good open shots on the perimeter when you get them, but you also have to get the ball inside some.
Doubled by McCollum. He kicks it to Beal. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Beal's got 6.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And offensively, you'll find him often lurking on those corners. Always a high percentage shot among three-pointers, and especially for him. Look at the night for Robinson. He's got 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
Well, they have to be. I mean, he's not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, I mean, it's his.
Well, it clearly was a tough rookie season for Thomas Robinson, guys. He really struggled to find his shot, and right now it's time to figure out how to score effectively in the NBA. I just think it's going to take him a little time because he's underscored.
Huge play. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
And some of these distributors have been very out from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. And you look at the little general, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
Well, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and shoot the three. A great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Yeah, I'd love to see a three-point shooting contest just amongst the point guards so we could watch these guys do work. I mean, I don't know which one of them I'd choose, but they're all pretty good.
You know, a big part of the success of LaMarcus Aldridge is his versatility. You can play power forward, you can slide him over and move him to the center spot, but he's very difficult for anybody to handle. Almost 7 feet tall and extremely skilled.
Here's Little General, defended by McCollum. Arizona. Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. A nice shot by Carter. Well, going back to Aldridge for a second, he really does have the skill set of a power forward Clark and the body of a center.
Yeah, you know, that versatility is really impressive. When you think about a big guy guarding him, he can take him outside and utilize that jump for his quickness. And then if he has a smaller guy, he'll back him down and work him over inside.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by the Little General. McCollum kicks to Carter. Offensive rebound. Robinson. Right through the D for the layup. Robinson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Here's Little General. On the 3 off target. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Washington.
Basketball season is in full swing, so come out and enjoy.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Drill Wright is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Carter. And it's Dallenberg in at the center position. Aldridge with a screen on Beal. Carter drives in. McCollum. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. And that's now 10 points for C.J. McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Little General, defended by McCollum. Kobe gets to Ariza. The feed to Nene. 6 on the shot clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Chance now to check out the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. They host the Spurs after this one, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Damian Lillard's checked in for McCollum. Here's Little General. Hits it from three-point range. Little General's got 48.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Carter, the pass to Lillard. Dishes it to Aldridge. Pass to Dallenberg. And again, it's Portland converting.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Washington leading now by 19 points. To the inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play. Well, Trevor Ariza is not really a great offensive player, but defensively now, that's a different story. He's a stopper. He's got good length and athleticism, and I like the intensity he plays with. This is a guy that only played 1 year of college basketball. He's made a nice career for himself in the NBA.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
That's good.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
And for Ariza, you remember that postseason with the Lakers, Steve, back in 2009? We shot the lights out.
Yeah, and you wondered at that time whether the light had really come on for him offensively. But I think he's still a player who's best suited rebounding, defending, being a hustle guy, an energy player. And when he makes shots, it's just kind of gravy, but really, it's about everything else with him.
Good description. Here's Little General. Can't connect from short range.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard said.
Yeah, it's not typical. They have been really dominant on the glass.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 4th rebound in this one. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
They lost both games they played against this team last year, which tells you a little bit about how the season went as a whole.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Man, guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
The dish now to Batum. Dalembert sets a screen for Batum. Trailblazers keep it alive.
Way to play the boards and come away with the offensive rebound.
Now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. The free throw drops for Aldridge. Well, Steve talked about getting swept in the season series last year. Certainly a fate they're hoping Clark to avoid this season.
That's right, Kevin. It was not a season to remember for either of them.
Joel Freeland, he's checked in for Portland. Crabbe comes in for Vince Carter. He feeds it to Kobe. Fades back. Harrington. No good on the triple. Tipped. Aldridge with it. Picked up by Harrington. Lillard attacking. Wide open. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. When you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Lillard comes with the double team. Outside, Kobe. The 3. That's good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. And Portland making a change here. Lopez is checked in. He dishes it to Freeland. Back to Lopez. The pass to Freeland. Lillard outside. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
6 seconds on the shot clock. 6.
Just 5 to shoot. Lopez dishes to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Blocked.
Well, I like it, guys. Better execution defensively here in the second half. You can tell they've made some adjustments.
And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Feeds to Kobe. Shoots from 8. Batum grabs the miss.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Lillard attacking. Crabbe kicks to Lillard. The tray. The Trailblazers rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Amazing hops exploding to the bucket.
Kevin, you don't expect to see that coming from the point guard position.
No way.
Boy, can he elevate at that size? That's impressive.
Grab the pass to Lillard. Crab kicks to Batum. Fires the three. Good on the shot.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Kobe. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Grab the pass to Lillard. Washington with the rebound. Here's Little General. He passes it to Kobe. Here's Little General. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Freeland. Here's Crane. Kicks to Freeland. Passes to Lopez. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Wizards have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's Little General, and he goes up strong with one hand, flushes it down. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Back to Kobe. Got a piece of it. Batum with the steal. Knocked away. Here's Little General. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
It's basically been all him. He scored most of the points himself.
Earl Watson's checked in for Portland. Portland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And again, it's Portland converting.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Nene, the screen, inside, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Boy, pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? When it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Watson with it, now guarded by the Little General. Here's Crab. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. The Wizards shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The turnover difference hasn't been in their favor, but you know what? It hasn't really slowed them down too much. I like the fact they're staying aggressive here.
McCollum's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Watson gets a screen from Freeland. McCollum kicks to Crab. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The feed to Watson. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting for Washington.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. He kicks to Freeland. Pass to Crab. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Seraphin. Seraphin's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Little General. Leads him in there. And Seraphin throws it down. that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Puts up a three. Shot is off. And Washington the other way now. That's tipped. It's stolen by Watson. Dishes it to McCollum. Pass to Crab from outside the arc. Al Harrington grabs the board. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Little General. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Seraphin throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Watson's shot is off.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
The shot's good from Little General.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys. Get him!
And Freeland kicks to Crab. The dish to Freeland. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Watson. To end the run. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
The free throw drops for Watson. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Temple. Here's Little General, defended by McCollum. Shots good from Little General.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And for Portland, they're shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Here's Watson. Lays it up and banks it in. Watson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Passes it to Little General. Temple. He dishes it to Harrington. Three-pointer. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Watson kicks to Crab. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Little General. Can't get it to fall. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Freeland. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds to Harrington. Pass to Little General. It's stolen by Watson. Lays it in off the breakaway.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover cost you.
Here's Little General. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball.